Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your host, Jay, and we are live in our studios here from Inside Out. I got quite an interesting show for you guys tonight, and it basically is going to be about prison slang. That's right. Now, a lot of you probably don't know what that is, and some of you may do know what that is. Whichever it is, it's going to be a great show for you guys tonight to learn and understand what the slang and the language is inside of our prisons. And I think it's going to be very helpful for all of you guys out there that are confused with the slang words and what the inmates use inside those walls. So I think it's very insightful, very educational, and you might actually learn something here tonight with me. In order for this channel to take off and grow, all right, it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, what I want you guys to do before I even get into this, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button real quick and share this channel with all your friends and family. All right. So when you hit that subscribe button, make sure that you have that notification bell turned on. All right. Without that turned on, you won't know when I go live like I am right now, or when I upload a new video right here in our studios from Inside Out. All right. So I want you guys to hit that like button. All right. I want you guys to smash that share button. And then I also want you guys to get involved and put your comments down in the comment section or in this live chat tonight so we know what's going on. The Outspoken Offender is in here with me. Thank you, Outspoken. I appreciate it. He says prison slang was actually hard to get used to or accept. And you're absolutely right, Outspoken. I appreciate your comment on that. But for with that said, I'm going to get involved with the all the topics and the words that go along with it because it's different language, believe it or not, than it is out here. And you guys are going to be quite amazed with some of the words that the inmates use. I hope you guys can hear me okay. The first list is the A's. All right, it's a long list, so I hope you guys can understand what I'm telling you guys tonight. There's three of you watching. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys share this and share it with all your groups and your friends and your family to get me out there so I can continue, excuse me, to plant seeds. All right. Real quick, Outspoken Offender, would you please share this stuff with your page and your groups? That way it helps me and helps you too at the same time. So it's a win-win. All right. Going down the A list of the slang words in prison, the first one is called A and P. So A and P, and that stands for inmate store, where prisoners can purchase items not provided by the prison, such as hygiene items, snacks, stationery, etc. All right, so that's what AP stands for if you've ever heard that word before. There it is. Now you know. The next word down the list is called accept. That refers to the time an inmate was willing to take in exchange for pleading guilty. So accept. Next word down the list is called action. And it's just for you guys as information too. It's a long list. I'm only going to go a few of these that matter the most, so you guys can understand. All right. The next one down the list is called action. This refers to in federal courts refers to outcome of legal actions, courts, stuff of that nature. AD seg is another word for short for segregation. All right, so you guys can see that. All right. AD-SEG means when a prisoner is segregated from the rest of the prison community and placed in solitary confinement while the prison administrators investigate for any reason. All right, so basically, segregation is another word for the whole, or there's other words for it. Hopefully, that's in that list, but you guys get the general idea what I'm talking about. Seg, it's not fun. It's a big mental job. I did a show on that too about segregation and what it does from a mental psyche. Maybe I can do another show on that if you missed it. Anyway, going down the list here, Angie. Yeah, that's a word. It's not a name like a person's name, but this is what it's called. It's called Angie. It's called the golden hoe, common tool used by prisoners for working in prisons agriculture jobs. So like gardening and stuff of that nature. All right. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. These words are a little different. Again, these are different words than they are used out here. These are words used in there. All right. Aggravated. That's another word. We use it out here a lot too, but it's just differently as it's used in there. All right. The definition for that word is called means an inmate is mad. Also a sentencing term as in aggravated assault, which can carry a longer sentence. So that makes sense. All right. Agitator is another one down the list. Inmate who starts fights with other inmates for enjoyment. All right. Um, so yeah, there we go. All right. Alley, narrow area behind a bunk or cell. All right. Now we're in the B's. Barred, term for fear of an area, a person, an inmate fears, or someone who fears them slash their area. All right. I know, weird, right? Bank, inmate with financial assets who may exchange stamps for either money or other services. Now, that word, believe it or not, guys, that word itself as a whole is used out here too as well. We have banks out here, and there's, believe it or not, bank like setting inside prisons. Now, a lot of you probably haven't heard this word, and I haven't either, and I'm from the prison walls or inside the prison walls. I don't ever come across this word. I don't think they use it anymore, but it's on the list. It's called bean slot. I'll say that again. It's called bean slot. All right. And here's the definition of what that word means inside the prisons. In solitary slash segregations cells, a place in the cell door where food trays are delivered or where an inmate places their hands for cuffing without guards opening the door. Did any of you know that? I didn't know that, and I've been in there. So it must be an old term that don't get used much anymore. All right, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. Moving down the list here, beef. Now, some of you may know what that means. All right, and I'm kind of curious. I want to see what you know to the answer of that down in your comment section here on my channel, and tell me what you think beef means. All right, but I'll go ahead and say it on here. Thank you, Outspoken. Appreciate it. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I see your comments. I'm not ignoring you. Bear with me. I want to go down this list real quick. I only have a certain time to do this. All right, beef, inmate term for criminal charge against them. Also, a problem with someone. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's your charge. It's another word for charge. All right. Next word down the list, or saying, if you will, down the list, is called big yard, recreation area, or prison. In prisons with more than one area, it would be the largest. So big yard is the bigger area of the prison yards. All right. Yes, believe it or not, that is true. All right. Next word down the list is bit, B-I-T. Short-term prison sentence. See, I honestly didn't know that. All right. Sue HN, I think I pronounced that right. Thank you. Hi, Sue. Thank you so much. Share my stuff, please. Get it out there. You said beef means problem with someone. Yes. Charges, beef with somebody. It can be a laundry list of things, but you're right. Thank you for your comment. I do appreciate it. Down the list, let's see, where was I? Blacks. Now, I'm only going by the list. Don't hate on me now, guys. Blacks, inmates of African American ethnicity. All right. Blocks, cell houses where inmates reside. All right. Blow. Now, again, this word's not used that much in there anymore because it's not allowed. All right. But blow on this list is called tobacco or cigarette. Yeah. They used to be able to smoke cigarettes in prison. Yes, I know that goes way back. Cigarettes were allowed and the inmates were smoking inside prisons, but that's no longer allowed due to health reasons and all that fun jazz. They took it out. Blue bag. All right. Yeah. Some of you may know what that is. Sue said, always, we love your show. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Much love and respect to you, Sue. Thank you. Blue bag. Trade item of a bag of Maxwell House instant coffee. Yep. So coffee is like a necessity in there, guys, as you probably know. Bobos or boo-boos. Pronounce it however you want. It's B-O-B-O-S. That's a word. Tennis shoes, which are, again, I'll say it again. Tennis shoes, which are issued by the prison system. So they're prison-issued shoes. Bobos. Interesting, right? Another word that you guys have probably heard, or your locked up loved one have said, boneyard. Have you guys heard that word before? If so, put it in your chat box, in my chat box down below, and tell me what you think it is. Boneyard is basically a trailers used during overnight stays. You guys know what I'm talking about, especially if you're married or you're got a girlfriend in there, or boyfriend, girlfriend type scenario. They let you stay overnight in a trailer. Yeah, they call that a boneyard. Very interesting. Fun. Uh, bong. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of you guys is usually made with toilet paper rolled into a donut shape and lit on fire, while a can containing item to be heated is held over it. It's like a heating device, so you can cook your food and whatnot, or just warm it up. Interesting, right? Book, 20 postage stamps of the current first class value. Yeah. All right. And then the word down below that, books with an S, correctional officer, guard, or prison employee who has keys. I bet a lot of you didn't even know that, did you? Right. So interesting stuff, right, guys? All right. Moving on here. Let's see here. Boss. Here's another one. Boss. And I sometimes say it out here with somebody when I'm talking to somebody. What's up, boss? You know, that type of thing. So, anyways, in there, it's called this: correctional officer, guard, or prison employee who has uh, keys. Interesting. I just said that. I got that mixed up. Boss is the okay. I'll go back. Books is prison accounting system for account of money each inmate has available in their name. You guys following me so far? All right. I'm gonna go a few of these real quick. There's a lot here to go through. I'm live tonight, guys, till 7:30. So um, make sure you share this stuff. Share my channel right now with your Facebook group friends, wherever you at right now watching this. Please share this and get it out there so my channel can grow, because it's you guys that makes me put me on the spot to help educate the masses, not just with me. So I appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Moving down the list, let's go down where it says broke down. Inmate who can no longer function due to medical problems. Yeah, broke down. He's no longer really mentally there. Brother refuses to inmates by inmates in categories such as a friend, Christian, and anyone of the same racial, ethnic, or background. So we out here sometimes, believe it or not, guys, we call people, "Hey, brother, what's going on, brother?" Or "Hey, that's my brother," or that type of thing. That's what that means in there too, brother. All right. Buck Rogers. Now, I don't think this word, believe it or not, gets used anymore in today's system or in our prisons, but it's on this list, and I'm going to read it off. I thought it was kind of unique in so many ways. My good friend Sue said, "OG is old gangster." Right, you're absolutely right. That gets used still in there, believe it or not. OG. Hey, what's up, OG? How you doing? Yep, OG stands for old gangster. OG. All right, thank you, Sue, for your comment. I appreciate it. Anyways, Buck Rogers. I'm sorry, Buck Rogers time. All right, this means a non-life sentence with parole so far in the future the inmate cannot imagine that time. Does that make sense? All right. Bug, B-U-G, bug. Inmate with a mental problem, also known as a head case or by inmates. So basically, he's a nutcase. Sorry to put it that way. That's what bug means. Wow, interesting, huh? Bolderm. All right, does that make sense for you guys? Bolderm. While originally referring to free cigarettes provided to inmates, it now means low-grade tobacco products. And again, tobacco is completely taken out of the prisons. So again, I don't know why this is on the list. Maybe this is referring to back in the day when smoking and all that tobacco stuff was allowed in prisons. The next word down the list, guys, is called bullet. Not what you think. Here's what it means for prison mentality: 1 year's time. That's what bullet means. Bunkie. We all know what that is. I know what that is. They still use it. Cellmate. That's somebody's housed in the same living unit as you. Cellie, bunkmate, friend, whatever you want to call it. There's other terms, but it's on this list. Thank you, guys. Any event, it says next one down the list says burn beef. I know it sounds kind of funny, right? Burn beef. All right, this is a wrongful conviction or being falsely accused of a crime. That sounds familiar. Burrito man. Not what you think. Bear with me, this is what it means. Burrito man stands for this: inmate who cooks, sells burritos for other inmates. Isn't that cool? Now, I don't know if they do that in there. I know people make all weird types of food items when they get store and whatnot. I've seen all different kinds of stuff. They call them spreads now. But it's pretty cool. These inmates or these locked up loved ones of ours are pretty talented. All right. Don't underestimate them. They know what they're doing in there. All right. Next one down the list is bust some Z's. All right. This is what it means: a short sleep period, such as a nap. And that's kind of a no brainer, right? I'm going to go back in my cell and bust some Z's real quick. Basically, get a nap. All right. Next down the list, cake. We're in the C's now. Cake, an easy to accomplish job or task. Call out, challenge an inmate. Now, keep in mind, in today's situation in our prison, the call out not always means somebody's being called out. It could be a call out for medical. It could be a call out for anything, not just a potential